Hitting against the wall is not only great exercise, but it can help your tennis game in many different ways. However, there's one technical element that doesn't quite match playing on a real court. When we play against the wall, the ball does come back faster than if we were playing on a real court against another person. And basically we can equate it to somebody standing very close to the net and volleying back to us. So as a result of that, what happens to our strokes is, number one, we have to prepare a little bit quicker. Number two, we might not be able to take our racket back as far as we normally would. And number three, we also might not be able to finish the stroke as much as normal. Does the fact that the ball's coming back quickly against the wall hurt our game? Not at all. In fact, it can actually help us improve the game. We always have to be able to adjust to balls that are coming back quickly or that are coming back slowly. Just like on the real court, you can easily adjust when somebody's volleying back to you versus the other person standing on the baseline. It's understandable that the wall is simply too fast for some players, and there are some remedies out there, such as letting the ball bounce twice before hitting it. And I'm not a big fan of this method because of several reasons. Number one, it takes a lot of the intensity out of the exercise, and also you're forced to hit the ball much softer to be able to make it bounce twice before it gets to you. Also, the rhythm is completely different. See, our rhythm in tennis is set to play the ball of one bounce. So I do not recommend allowing the ball to bounce twice when you practice against the wall. There is a great way to achieve more realistic timing when playing against the wall without resorting to letting the ball bounce twice, and that is playing on the wall with a partner. I'm going to explain the rules of playing points with another person on the wall. Most walls will have a line back here which will equate to the baseline. If you don't have a line, you can measure it out and then maybe put tape down and use that as your baseline. And basically, if the ball goes behind the baseline, it's considered out, and then anywhere inside this line is in. Now also we have sidelines here. I do allow the ball to go past the sideline because I do want to encourage my players to work on angles. Most tennis walls will have a line that represents the net, and obviously you have to hit it over the net. If it goes underneath the net, it doesn't count, and you can play the entire height of the wall, which is a good way to practice lobs. Now you're not allowed to ricochet the ball off the sidewall. That does not count. Basically the rules are the same as the tennis court. You're going to serve a whole game while switching sides after every point, and you can play a tie break or you can play a whole set, whatever you like. And most importantly, you must allow your partner sufficient space to hit the ball. For example, accidentally, you will sometimes hit the ball back to yourself. So if you hit the ball back to yourself like this, you must get out of the way and allow your partner space so they can hit the ball back. Do not, under any circumstances, stand right behind your partner, and when they're hitting the ball, you're going to get hit in the face with the racket. So as long as you have sufficient space, you're going to be fine.